So we're starting in child's pose today. Child's pose, as you know, doesn't suit everybody. So you can, if you don't want to sit back with your knees wide, you can just bring yourself up onto your elbows and drop your head down towards your hands here. So there's no pressure on the knee joint or the hip joint. Otherwise, sit your bottom back. Try and get your kneecaps as wide as the edges of your mat. So you've got a nice wide and opening position for the hips. So guys, wider knees, please. And then drop down. And then slide your body weight down. And I want you to reach your fingers forward. So lift the elbows off the floor, reach your fingers, but pull back through into your lower back as you're driving your hips towards your heels. You're getting an active stretch with the whole body. Take a lovely deep breath in, and then an exhale, releasing a little bit deeper down. And just do that again. Reaching and releasing. Get a little bit deeper, slide that bottom back. One more. Okay, now just begin to ease off very slightly. Bringing yourself up into your hands and knees. Give me a little cat cow, lift the bottom, lift the eye gaze. Let your middle of your back dip, pull your shoulders away and just allow that dip through the spine. So you're just kind of sinking down in the middle of the spine. And then we're going to curve. We're going to undulate through the spine, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin, squeezing up through that belly and create that wonderful C shape through the spine. Hold here and squeeze the belly in a little bit more. And as you do, just feel that sacrum, your lower back open a little bit more. Let's go again. Just two of these. Lifting your eye gaze, lifting the bottom, bring your shoulders back and down. Might squeezing your shoulder blades back. And then going into that lovely curve and pausing at the top. Taking a long deep breath in through the nose, exhaling, scooping the belly in a little bit more, tucking everything in tight, and then releasing back onto your hands and knees. We're going to go straight into warming up the muscles. You're not going to move out of this box position. Grab a weight, left hand on the floor, right hand holding the weight. Lift your elbow up towards your rib cage, tucking your elbow in, back flat. We're just going to do a little kick back through the lower part of the arm, just lengthening and bending. Giving a little bit of a warm up, introducing our muscles into some upper body work today. Exhale back, inhale bend. Squeeze the belly, stabilize the hips. We're going to go for 15 repetitions, kicking back for 9. So your upper arm is isolated and you're just bending from that elbow. 3 more. And then drop the weight down. Simply switch to the other side. Right hand down. So my right hand's just slightly in from my shoulder. Left arm up, elbow tucked in. We kick back. Exhale up, inhale bend. Try and stay through the pattern of your breath. Don't let your elbow move. Pin it into the center, right in close to that waistline. 5 more. Keep soft in the right arm. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the weight down. Take your hands wide in the mat. Turn your fingers very slightly out. So you're pointing your fingers to the corners of the room. Not too turned out, just very slightly. Make sure your hands are mainly off the mat. Drift your body weight forward by a few inches, then squeeze the belly, tuck your tailbones. Got a nice stable, strong position through your spine. Inhale, lower your chest down towards the elbows. Exhale, power up slowly. So you want to make sure that your chest falls between the thumbs, not your head, not your neck, your chest. And your elbows are always very slightly tucked back towards your hips. Inhaling up, we're doing 15 at this pace. Squeeze the belly, so your tummy muscles working. I want you to power up through the breath out. Is that 7? Yeah, no. Just say that's 8. Inhale, exhale, 9. So nice, deep, beautiful range. Make sure your head doesn't start to drift back between the thumbs. The chest stays in between those thumbs. 3 more. 2. Last one. And 1. Press it up. Bring those hands back underneath. Okay, we're going to drop down to our elbows and interlace our fingers. We're going to tuck our toes and lift our hips up into dolphin. So here's your yoga pose. Now, dolphin. I want you to really focus. I want you to, especially the guys, pull your feet in a few inches, yeah? Once you've pulled your feet in, lift your hips up high and press your weight back into your heels. So really focus on getting that stretch. Walk through your legs, bending and extending your legs one at a time. Reach up, squeeze the belly. Really, really lengthen. Now pause, push the heels down, squeeze the belly, lift your hips up high. Lengthen out through that spine. Drop down into the heels. Try and get your back straight, 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 straight. Push the floor away. Now slide your toes 2 or 3 inches further away from you to make a little bit more of a wider triangle. And then we're going to work together. We're going to inhale. Let's rock forward all the way to the tips of the toes. Coming forward into a plank, squeezing through the butt. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, roll it forward. Squeeze the belly, lengthen out through the knees. And lift all the way up. You need to get quite a wide stance from the feet to the hands. Otherwise, you won't be able to walk forward and drop into that plank. Plank is key. Walk forward. And then your option, as always, is drop your knees down, drop forward to a half plank, and then extend through the spine to lift your bottom up. So drop forward into plank, extend your bottom up. 4 more. 3 more. Pull your knees about 4 inches back. Last 2. Last one, hold your plank. I want you to hold it, hold it, hold it. Now have a look at your hips. Make sure they're not too high. Breathe. Squeeze. Have a look. Are your bottoms up in the air? If they are, drop them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just drop the knees to the floor. Push up into your hands. Back up into your hands and knees. Lift your eye gaze, lift your bottom. We'll lift it through the spine and then curl. Do that again. Gentle lift the eye gaze, lift the bottom, shoulders back and down, away from those ears. And then curve that spine one more time. Pushing the floor away, squeeze the belly in. And then bring yourself back to neutral. Right, grab your weights again. We're going to go back into those triceps, but we're going to work them a little bit harder this time. By that, I mean you're going to have your hips lower. So we're going to bring our body weight down to here. So with this one, could you do it on your elbow? So you're here on the elbow instead of your hand. Yeah, you've all got that option, but it'd be better for you to do that. Right, so we're rocking our body weight forward to a half plank. Yeah, and use the mirrors to your advantage. We don't want to see that happening. We want to see the tailbone tucked, buttock squeeze. Right hand underneath the chest. Left hand with that weight, elbow up. I did. Let's go. Triceps. Kick it back, in and out. So what we're trying to aim for here is wide legs. Hips are completely stable. Both hip bones pressing down towards the floor. So if they're going a little bit wonky, bring your knees in a little bit closer. You need to have your knees a little bit wider, just get stability. That's it. Press back. 9, 10. Come on, squeeze it. 11, 12. Scoot that belly in. Hips a little bit lower if you can, guys. 14, 15. Drop the weight. Hands together or elbows on the floor. Tuck your toes. Lift up into full plank. So here we are back into your plank again. Hands a little bit closer. Use the mirror if you need it. Tap right foot out to the side, back back in, left foot out to the side, back in. So here, you are using your obliques, the side of the waistline, to work deep into the core. The wider you get your legs, the more you'll feel your obliques working. You can be on your elbows if you prefer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on, big pull out. 2, one more. And 1. Back into center, drop the knees. Rest back into a narrow child's pose. The knees close together, lower the elbows to the ground, and then rest your head down towards your hand. Create a nice little kind of curve in the body. So again, if you're not in child's pose, you just drop onto your elbows, rest your head down onto your hands, and then just do a little arch in the spine. Now we're going to do one more on push-ups, and I promise you we're going to change the exercise. We're going to come on to our bottoms in there. So we're going back into those push-ups. We're going to do renegade push-ups. Okay, so you do a little bit more in the portability. Now this will expect to do a little rotation. So if I show you on my knees, this is what everyone should be doing now. We're going to inhale, drop down, exhale, squeeze, and you get a little rotation. Drop the hand back down, inhale, exhale, squeeze. Slightly rotate, drop back down. Okay, you can do it with your toes if you wish. If you're doing it with your toes, lift up, let's all go together. We inhale, drop down to the root of the elbow, exhale, power up, squeeze, little kind of side plank. Drop down, inhale, exhale, breathe. Right, so work the core. This is a core exercise. So I want you to feel you're working through your obliques, that side rotation. Breathe right in. So if you're on your knees and you're supporting with your knees under your hips, really use that. Turn, 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 and squeeze up. If you like, guys, you can add the weights. Yeah? So if you want to add the weights, grab little weights now. You can drop down and then squeeze up. We're going to go 4 more each side. I don't know which one you're doing. I want you to focus on that rotation, focus on that upper body strength. Without upper body strength, we become useless. Should we come to the last one? And then everyone together, wherever you are, drop down halfway. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. I want you to just slide back, bring the backs of your hands down to the floor and just push gently into your hands, stretching out through the strong through the wrists. So you're leaning down like this. So you slide your hands in and then gently rock forward into those hands. Nice, isn't it? Fair enough. Okay, release. Good. Flip your feet around in front of you. Come sit down on your bottoms. Okay, so we'll do some rolling motions with hamstring stretches. Excuse me. We have a lot of tight hamstrings in here. Who looks good? Oh, the marathon.
Do you virtual? How do you go?
How long does it take to do this?
4:08.
Ooh. Right, we're going to use the weights, completely optional. So we're going to do some shoulder stuff here. So the shoulder movement is straight up. If you feel you want to just do the arm movement, then do the arm movement, or try it, see how it goes. Yeah, good strength work. Right, so grab your weights, guys, and just reach your weights forward and come into the forward fold as far as you can go. So just reach your weights forward and then just drop down into those legs. So we're going to do a rolling motion from here. So you've got to have a lovely soft spine before we roll down, okay? Now, if you feel particularly tight, bend your knees, grab your feet. Bend your knees, grab your feet, and then push your legs away. Take yourself out. Just a few more breaths here, just settle down that forward fold. So your weights are by the side of your legs and feet, slide your hands back to them, walk them in, and then just lean them back and go the opposite way, push your chest forward, pull your shoulders back. Okay, sit tall, arms to hip. Sit beautifully tall through the spine, so squeeze the belly, pull your chest forward, shoulders back, stack spine, inhale, exhale, inhale down. 6 shoulder breaths. Put some light weights. Yeah, you need to mobilize it though, so move it as well, even if it's not taking the weight. Move it. 5 and 6. We drop the elbows down, we turn the palms forward towards the floor. Scoot the belly in, drop down to feel your abs engaging. You can bend your knees if you wish. We inhale, exhale, extend one leg. So we're here, extend the other leg, bicep curls. 3, 4. You need that wedge, like flat in the legs. You're going to roll down to the floor. 7, 8. We've done too many. 9. Let's do 6. And 10. Drop your legs. Drop your weight. Roll down. Bringing yourself back into one more bicep. Extending your arms up to the sky. Lift one leg up, followed by the other leg up. We take a breath in. So I want you to bend your elbows back down towards the floor so your palms are facing in. So tuck your elbows into your waistline and now my palms are there, yeah? That's it. Inhale, exhale, right leg down, right hand reaches to left leg. So press up. Then drop the elbow back in, swap. 2. You can stay up in your crunch the whole time if you wish. 3. Let's try and do the right amount of time, amount of numbers this time. 4, 5, one more. 6, head down, elbows stay where they are. Either drop one leg followed by the other leg, or both legs drop down together to the ground. Control and breathe through those abs. And then inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, you roll up. And extend through the spine, arms forward. Right, let's do this one a little bit quicker, yeah? Flat back, sit up tall. Inhale, exhale, 6, down. 5, stay with me. 4, we want to get your heart rate up a little bit. We want to create some heat. 2, 1, tuck in. Arms come forward, scoot back. Pause. Exhale up for 1. Let's do 6 this time. 2, 3, 4. Bicep curl. Tuck those elbows in. One more time. 6, weights down. Roll very slowly, bringing the bicep curls in. Elbows to the floor, palms facing in. Both legs, if you can, up to the sky together, or one at a time. Take a breath in. Exhale. Drop your right leg. Reach to your left foot for 1. Reach up for 2. Stay with me. Stay in your crunch if you wish. 3. Don't go faster than me. 4. Reach up to that little toe. 5. And 6. Head down to the floor. Legs all the way down. Slowly. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, roll up. Sit up tall. Palms in. Let's go. 6. We've got 2 more rounds. This one and another one. 5. Sit up tall. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Drop down. Bicep curl. Lower down. Let's go. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. And 1. Drop down slowly, bicep curls, you sink to the floor, elbows down, palms facing in, legs to the sky. Let's go, right leg down, reach to the left foot for 1, 2, 3, really like feel your obliques reaching up. Last one. Good, legs slowly to the floor. We've got one more round, guys. Inhale, chin to chest, exhale, roll up. Nice and strong for the spine. Okay, we're going to do double numbers. 12 shoulder press. Get tall. A little bit faster, let's go. Exhale, 1, down. Up for 2, down. 3, 4, 5. Palms forward. 6 the whole time. Now have a look at your spine. Are you leaning back? 8. Bring those weights slightly in front of you. 10. We've got 2 more. 11. And 12. Elbows in. Roll it out. 12. Bicep curls. 1. Ooh, you've all forgotten. 2. 3. 4. Use your tummy muscles to pull your leg up. Come on, try it. 8. We've got 4 more, guys. 9. 10. 11. Last one. 12. Roll it out. Curl it in. Palms facing in, elbows to the floor. Draw your lower abs in and lift those legs to the sky. Okay, 12. Are you ready? Right leg down, reach up to the left. 1, 2. I want to see beautiful extended knees, guys. 3, 4, 5. Get those shoulders higher. Reach. 6, 7, 8. Come on, I'm seeing bent knees now. 10. Last 2. 11. One more. And 12. Bend the knees, pop the feet onto the ground. Take your arms out wide to a T and just relax the body there. Take the feet wider, let the knees fall in, just rest your legs on one another so they're just doing nothing. Let your spine settle. Right. We're going to work a little bit into a bridge position, one of my favorite exercises. So just take a couple more breaths here. I'm going to show you the first one if you can see me. So I've got my weights in my hands. My elbows on the ground, my forearms are slightly off the ground, so I've got a small bend in my elbows. You lift into a wide bridge with a chest, with a fly. Then as you squeeze your legs in, we bend through the elbows, putting the weights behind our head. Then we open the knees, we lift the arms back up, and we roll through the spine as we open our arms back. Elbows hit the ground, but not with forearms or hands. So let's go together. Feet wide, line them up your mats. Inhale to begin. Begin to take the tailbone off the ground, roll up, bring the arms up together above the chest. Squeeze the knees in as you tricep, bending your elbows, pointing towards the sky. Skull crushes leg pull, but we don't want to crush the skull. Extend as you open your knees. Roll out as we open the arms. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, power up. Inhale, bend the elbows, squeeze the thighs. Exhale, press back up, open the knees. Inhale to hold, exhale, roll it out. Okay, got it? So as you bring yourself up into a fly, the legs, the hips come up, and then we squeeze the knees as you do a tricep overhead. Open the knees, the legs, the arms extend, and then roll out as we open the arms wide. Breathe. So reuse, lovely guys. Men, take your feet wider, please. Thank you. Now, get those knees touching as you lengthen those arms, bend the elbows, lovely, perfect. Extending up and opening back out. Big lift. Right, 2 more, please. Now, your last one's coming now. So make this one strong. When you've done your tricep overhead and you've opened your knees back out, pause at the top. Now, let's see if we can just lift the hips a bit higher. Squeeze the butt. Inhale, open the arms out to about 3/4 of the way. And then press the arms in a pulsing motion. No more than 1/4 of the way in, no more than 3/4 of the way out. Lift, lift, lift. Make sure you've got a slight bend in the elbow. 8, 7, 6, lift your hips. 4, 3, 2, lift them up to the sky. Take a breath, bring the weights together. Bend the elbows, elbows pointing to the sky. Your weights are just missing the top of your head. Squeeze your thighs together. Hold that squeeze. And then pump your arms up and down, back to halfway. Up, halfway, up, halfway. Remember, the upper arm's not moving. Press, go at my pace. 4, lift the hips, squeeze the knees. 6, 7, last 3, 8, 9, last 1, and 10. Open the knees wide. And then as you roll out, take them all the way down to the floor, back to that T shape through the arms. Once you've hit the ground, let the knees drop over to one side. So my left knee sitting behind my right foot as I drop down. Take the foot on top of that knee and just encourage a little bit more into that stretch. Fabulous stretch across the hip bone, abs, thighs. Maybe even your shoulders. Try and get the left, or I don't know what shoulder blade needs to be on the ground, but if most of you are going my way, get that left shoulder to the floor and reach and see if you can get the knee touching the ground. Slide the foot off and simply roll straight over to the other side. So now my right thigh behind my left foot on top of that thigh, and I'm pushing down into that wonderful stretch on the side. My right shoulder blade is grounded. Slide the foot off, and then just roll your knees back into the center. Bring the feet together, knees together. Take a breath. Right. I want you to take your right arm straight up above your shoulders. Of course, you can do this with or without weight. It's actually easier with a weight, this one. So it kind of helps the balance of the body. Lift both your knees up to tabletop. So we're going one way, working one side at a time. My left arm is just relaxed onto the ground with my palm facing down. We're going to let those legs drop halfway to the left as our arm opens 3/4 of the way to the right. Then bring the leg and the arm back into center. Pause. Same side. Go again. Opening out. Exhale. Power back up to the middle. So we're all going to do 3 like this. And you can do the next, 5 like this, and then you can do the next 5 with your legs straight if you want to add to the load. So one more like this. Straighten your legs if you wish. And carry on. Am I on my own with the straight legs? No. Mark's attempting the straight legs. Come on, get them straight up to the sky. 3, 2 more. 4, one last one. Rotate. And hold up at the middle. Take your left hand to catch the weight, or bring your hands together if you're not using your weight. Hold the ends of your weight, so you're holding the dumbbell ends. Inhale, lift up towards the toes. Lift your bottom and reach everything in. So you can do it with bent knees, that's fine. And then exhale, extend your arms and legs away. You don't have to go all the way to the floor. You can just kick away, quarter of the way, 3/4 of the way, halfway, whatever you wish. You can go to there if that's enough. And then inhale back in, exhale, push away. If you are going to go fully almost to the floor, please don't let your back muscles take over. Lovely. So again, the weight helps balance out the movement of the body. This is actually another one of those exercises easier with the weight than not with the weight, because our legs tend to be heavier. I'll push the legs. Turn it in. Right, 5 more. Let's do this. Come and turn. Inhale. Kick away. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then drop those feet down. Take your weight all the way behind your head. Stretch the arms overhead, extend your legs, and take a full body stretch as we inhale, open up rib cage. Exhale, let it all drop down, gently compressing your spine to the floor. Just do that a couple more times. Now, bring the arm up above the shoulders again, carefully. Bend your knees and take the weight in your left arm. Your right hand slightly out to the side of your palm facing down. Legs to tabletop. We inhale to hold. Exhale, let's go. Drop the knees over to the right, the arm to the left, 3/4 of the way down or halfway, and then pull back in again. So we all do bent knees at least 5. And then you've got the option to straight legs for the next one. Make sure that weight is palm is facing to the sky. You're doing a 1-arm fly. Now take your option of a straight leg if you wish. Two more. Last one. Now we pause at the top, take hold of the weight, reach up to our toes and pulse. Now let's dorset next to those feet. Put the toes down, soles of feet heading towards the sky, heels above hips. Reach to those toes. Come on, get those shoulders off the ground. Let's do this. Work those out. 8, 7, 6. Stay with me. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down. Bend the knees. Pop the weight down by your side. Hug the knees in wide. Take your right hand on your right knee, lift on your left knee. Open the knees wide. Let the feet forward. Just rock side to side. I just need to make sure that we did it. Okay, bring your hands behind your thighs, roll yourself up and flip the feet back around behind you into your hands and knees again. Wild hair, look at what it's doing. Got extra out of control today. Okay, so we have done the right tricep. We did second to the left, we did second to the right. Okay, so we're going to go straight into that. Okay, set up yourself how you did before. So always get a wide leg position, left hand on the chest, then drop your hips at half plank. Soften through your left arm, otherwise all the pressure is going to go into your wrist or shoulder joint. Bring the right elbow up, Let's go. Kick it back. Make sure you're working your core, most importantly, yeah? Exhale back, 5, 6, 7. Come on, drop those hips down, guys. I want to see you working your core. Don't let your bottom stick in the air. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Weight down, hands side by side, hips low. So you can be on your elbows now if you need to, yeah? I'd rather you on your elbows and holding a plank. Tuck your toes. I'm going to give you 2 little options here. You can do a strong oblique exercise or a heart rate raiser. So you can tap back out to the side as wide as you can go, or leg taps. Let's go. Whatever you prefer. You can do it on your hands if you wish. Why do you think on my own today?
Yeah. Get less impact.
I'm going to take some photos. Let's go. So if you're doing your tap out, I want to see absolute hip stability. I don't want to see any wobbly hips. Be strong. Breathe. Come on, guys. If I'm taking photos, I need knees off ground. Ooh, about to fall out the window. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and center. Release the knees. Slide it back once again. If you're on your hands, not to stretch your wrist, or just pull your hands behind the base of the spine and interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your arms up and away from your spine towards the sky and forward. High as you can go. Come on, get those arms up. High, 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 high. Head down, bottom down, arms up. Okay. And then gently release the hands back down. Bring yourself up onto your knees. Slide your hands onto the waistline, pull your elbows back and just gently push your chest forward and your hips forward. But don't hyperextend the lower back. You're squeezing your butt just to push your hips forward. So there's no bend in the spine. You're just naturally curving, pulling the elbows back. Oh, look, hip action there, is there? Come on. Push your hips forward. Then squeeze your butt. There we go. Come back up. Take your right leg forward. Sink down into the hips. So leave that left leg as far behind as you possibly go. And then bring your hands inside that foot. So get your left knee another inch or 2 behind. If you wish to go to elbows, you can. I don't. I'm going to stay right here. Yeah. And then wherever you are, try and think about lengthening your whole spine forward. So your head just drawing forward. And you'll bend your elbows to get that. Locked, locked. Maybe on your elbows, gently come up into your hands. Take your hand on the outside of the foot. Keep your foot pinned to the floor, walk your hands in. If you're tight, by the way, it helps to grab hold of the weight and then push the leg back and lower your head and chest down, or just on your fingertips here and lower down into a hamstring stretch. And to get into the calf, roll onto the back of your heel and pull your hips back a little bit more. So now you're leaning back and then drop down. If you can take your left hand, grab the outside of your right foot, and then use the arm to drop deeper. I think I need to do a pure stretch class here again. Just lovely 45 minutes stretch class.
Let's move them away.
Okay, just release off. What I want you to do from here, take the foot across the left side of your mat and drop down into seated hurdle, bending that knee behind. So this foot kind of still stays at 90 degrees. Take your left hand onto your right foot and then lean towards that hand. So you're firmly sitting into your right thigh. And then you lean. So it's just an alternative to pigeon. It's less pressure on the joints. Some people prefer to stretch. Lows and hips. Now, we're going to go to the other side. To do this, bring yourself up, lean back into your behind into your bottom, and then just sit switch sides. Ta-da! Then sit into that left hip, grab the left foot, and then come forward and stretch the side. So go a bit deeper. See if you can drop a little bit deeper into that foot. And when you're ready, begin to ease off. Tuck the foot a little bit further into the groin, so then roll into the hip, hands to the floor, tuck your toes, slide the leg back and land onto your knee, roll it up. Let's stretch into that left leg. So if you want to turn back to face me, you can.
That's what it is.
Left leg steps forward, sink your hips down. Bring your hands inside that foot. Take your right knee a little bit further back if you can. If you can go to your elbows, go to your elbows. Otherwise, bend through the elbows and then lengthen your spine. As you lengthen your spine, your hips will naturally sink a little bit lower. And just breathe. One more deep breath there. If you're on your elbows, slowly come up into your hands, taking the left hand around the outside of the left foot. Keeping your feet grounded. Use a weight if you want to underneath the leg. And just push your hips back as you sink your head down. Wait. Toes to the floor, guys. Toes from ground, toes from ground, toes from ground, toes from ground. Toes on the ground.
Really? I've got toes around the knee bend on these straight.
Now roll on top of the heel, push your hips back a little bit further, so you're kind of leaning into back. And then drop down. Grab your foot if you can with your right hand and just encourage more. And then from there, if your weight is there, release it, hands to the floor, walk forward again, tuck your toes under the back, and then take a step forward and come into a forward fold. It's good to have this way again. Soften through the knees, let your body just hang comfortably. Grab hold of your elbows, perhaps, just let yourself sway side to side. Allow that give to the body. Maybe extend your legs a tiny bit more. And come into the center. Slide your hands onto the top of your kneecaps. And then use that to just curve your spine. Just curve your spine a little bit more. Scoop the belly in. And then keep that curve as you begin to stack your spine one by one, the vertebrae, one on top of the other. Chin comes out last. And take a shoulder roll a few times, inhaling up to the ears, exhaling down. On your last one, turn your palms forward, stand tall. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up to the sky. Interlace your fingers, take a full body stretch. Reaching up, inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Take a little bow, take a little clap. Thank you, everybody.